Today we're aiming to show you how to go from seed to flower to extraction, and a separate video to show you how to wash the cups for reuse. We start by labelling our cups, and we have tubes. We have a 2 ml storage tube and two 2 ml Eppendorf tubes with labels that match the cups. Our first step with preparing the cups is to get the seal. You can see that the seal is a different thickness on one side to the other. The narrower side goes down. You place the seal around the edge and run your finger around to push it down into the groove completely. You then take your cup with the matching bag. We use this bag ID number here. Whatever works as long as your bag matches your cup. We'll put the cup onto a scale and zero it. We weigh out approximately 15 grams of seed, just by pouring it gently into the bag. $16 grams is close enough. We're not very exact on this one, as long as it is a representative sample of your bag. Make sure before weighing out your seed that you have mixed your bag around, so that if there is any layering of types of seed, that your bag is mixed and it isn't a correct representative sample of what you are actually testing. Take your base onto your cup and screw it down tightly, and then proceed to the second cup. Again, we are using bag ID number as our useful representation. Again, find the narrow edge of the seal and put the seal into the base. Now we have here wheat and barley. Wheat and barley are fairly soft, so we would normally do 2 grinding bursts of about 30 seconds each. The harder the seed, the shorter the bursts of grinding you need to do, because otherwise the blades burn out and the motor gets too hot. For maize, we usually do 5 to 10 second bursts of grinding and wait for about 20 seconds between bursts of grinding to let the motor and the blade cool down. For rice, about 20 second bursts of grinding. When putting the cups into the grinder, there are little notches on the side and sticking out parts on the cup. So line them up. We normally start with the grinders off. So push down and turn slightly to lock them in. Then we start with short bursts. And wait to let it cool down a little bit. This is starting to make flour. You can see it sticking to the edge, but this is not ground far enough. We usually like it to have flour showing at the top of the cup. You can see now there is visible flour stuck to the edges of the cup. This is an indication that there is enough grinding within the cup. And then an indication of the level of grinding. That is the resultant. And wheat. again, you can see flour stuck to the inside of the cup. This is an indication that there has been enough grinding. Maize, you will get less flour, but you will be able to see visible flour. So we now take our cup, we remove the base, we have small spoons that allow us to just take one scoop for an extraction. So one heaped scoop of flour from the container into the extraction tube. And this is the other extraction tube. So you're looking for approximately that amount, usually up to about where the bottom of the tube stops curving is about the right amount of flour. We also take the 2 ml tube. This is our storage tube in case we need to do a further extraction for testing later on. Fill the tube quite full. This will allow you about 8 to 10 extractions in future if you need them. Seal all tubes. We use water to clean the spoon. Spray some water on the spoon and wipe clean with a Kim wipe. Change gloves between samples. Now we move on to our second sample. We make sure that our tubes and our jug match. One scoop into the extraction tube. We now use the extraction tubes. We go ahead, we add buffer and follow the protocol for the DNA extraction, and the storage tubes are stored with clearly labelled racks to enable further extractions down the track if desired.